Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Introspective Lifeworks, where I share and teach my wisdom. In this video, I continue what I've been learning for the past decade and some things that I intuitively know about starseeds. As always, I would like to say, while watching my videos or any other videos, your power lies within you. Allow your intuition to guide you and take what resonates with you personally. Now let's get started. Starseeds are spiritual beings possessing a soul that they have volunteered to experience a human life on Earth. They come from different planetary systems in the stars with different dimensions. I believe they are here to restore peace and help Earth to revolve and shift to a higher dimension. This call and need for help is due to the control of negative reptilian starseeds. In this video, you will learn about Adromedan Starseeds, and you can decide whether you relate to the starseed or not. Adromedans are known as the holders of great wisdom, and unlike Pleiadians and Sirians, the Adromedan Starseeds come from a galaxy that is approximately 2.5 million light years away from the Milky Way. It is said 1 million Adromedans are on the Earth compared to the 20 million Pleiadian starseeds that are now on the Earth. The Andromeda Galaxy, the most distant celestial object from the Earth, can be seen by the human eye. It is the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda can be found just under the Milky Way, protruding from its lower middle part. What do Adromedans look like? Because Adromedan exist between the 3rd and 12th dimension, they vibrate at such a high frequency. They are beings that can choose the way they look. They can be short or tall. Some can take on an elegant ambiance, appear angelic, or even elven looking. They can have wings. Some can appear human-like, wearing all white. Some can have cone-shaped heads and wide eyes. Some can appear to be light beings of energy, not having any physical characteristics at all. And some can take on the rainbow of all aspects of color. The history of Adromedans. The history on Andromeda plays a significant role for the Adromedan Starseeds. It is probably no surprise that the Draconian army invaded Andromeda, enslaving the Andromeda rather than destroying them because of their high frequency. They dominated them. The biggest reason the Draconians dominated them was their superior wisdom in science and mathematics. The Draconians used the Adromedan scientists to create a robot race, spaceships that can move through time and space, cloaking and veiling devices, and splicing of DNA between species. Due to this history, the Adromedan Starseed today has a karma that is very evident. Andromedan Starseed scientists. Andromedan Starseeds fall into two categories. Those who despise and hate technology due to their karmic role in the destruction it has caused throughout the galaxies, and those who are fascinated with technology because of their role. These scientific Adromedan Starseeds karma is evident when you study the evolution of the Earth in this area in both the positive and the negative ways. An excellent example of these sorts of scientists can be seen in the accomplishments of Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein, both gifted in the wisdom of metaphysical and physical principles, and have had their inventions and mathematical formulas used for both positive and negative outcomes. Another example seen in the Adromedan Starseeds' brilliance of technologies can be seen in the running transportation along the ley lines of the earth to power vehicles. These types of inventions are being used to both enslave and free mankind. It is all dependent on how inventions are used and by who the user of them is to determine the impact they will have. The karmic role played by the Adromedan Starseed scientists gives them self-assurance of their brilliance, blinding them to the understanding of a deeper awareness. This tends to cause some to be rather closed-minded, not being able to believe in anything they can't touch or prove with a formula, even if the truth of the matter is staring them right. Traits of Adromedan Starseeds. Just as there are many different types of Adromedan personalities, there is just as many traits that can come through during a starseed's lifetime on Earth. They love to travel. Adromedan Starseeds can seem to be in a constant motion on the local level. They are the ones that appear to be taking scenic drives, like rides or walks through the neighborhood. On a larger level, they will travel great distances, be it in their states, their country, or throughout the world. They are drawn to ancient civilizations, especially the cultures such as ancient Egypt or Atlantis will fascinate them. They will also often feel a call to travel to spiritual places like Mount Shasta. They love to go fast when traveling. They like speeding in a vehicle or driving fast on a boat. They love to fly. The reasoning behind this is that the movement and the air travel reminds them of what traveling is like in the planet they come from. They are free spirits. Adromedan Starseeds are the definition of free spirits. They get bored easily and don't like to be confined, whether physically, at home, or in jail, or metaphorically having a feeling of being trapped. So if you're an Adromedan Starseed and what is currently happening on the Earth with the lockdowns, you most likely rebel and continue to go out into nature and about your day as if there is no problem. They can manifest in a number of ways, one being the inability to be tied down. For this reason, they will often have issues being at the same job, being in a lifelong relationship, living in the same place or area for an extended time. This makes it very difficult for them to make big decisions in their life, such as marriage, accepting a job, or moving to a new place. They can even struggle with smaller everyday decisions such as what to eat and what to wear. They love freedom. Freedom is the love of the Adromedan Starseed, and they will do anything to protect their own freedom. They do not like being told what to do. They have a constant need to break out of the system and will always plant the seeds in others to do the same. They don't like commitments and hate the feeling of having to be obligated to something because they love their freedom. They are in charge and move a lot. They love the autonomy and will run away from anyone that seems to be controlling. This can make others perceive them as flaky or unreliable. However, as they evolve and ascend consciousness, they settle down and learn from that. They do not like structure, even the idea of time itself. This can lead to a habit of them being late. They would like nothing more than to tear down society, especially as it is now becoming, and create and build a new brand, new way of living going forward. They are rebels and struggle with government regulations. They have a strong distaste towards government and other people in power. They don't like paying taxes and can be very frustrated if they have no input on how collected taxes are allocated. They will often engage in activism for social change and are very against imperialism. They cannot fathom the idea or the concept of having to pay to live on this planet where they were born. These starseeds will spend a lot of time fantasizing about living off the grid alone in nature, if it is not a possibility. They are the type that will learn ways to grow their own food to become self-sustainable. They are innovators that want to tear down old ways that no longer serve. Ways, for an example, could be new ways of growing healthier food. Some of these starseeds could be seen as wanderers or nomads who don't identify with a home base. They may live in a tiny house that can be moved or travel around, living in a van on the side of the road. I say some because extreme traits won't be present in every Adromedan starseed, but they love and defend their freedom. This will exist in all regardless of how it manifests. Some may speak it their entire life, while others will learn the lessons necessary to grow out of it. Mature starseeds will eventually learn to stop running and seeking out freedom however they can, because they'll understand it's not the specifies of their life circumstances that will fulfill this need. They will have to learn to feel freedom within themselves through working on their inner selves and establishing a true sense of self-love. They are highly empathic. Adromedan starseeds are highly empathic and compassionate people. They are selfless. They are not selfish or egotistical, but very loving and spiritually connected to the collective consciousness, wanting only to be of service and help humanity. This makes them extremely sensitive to what is going on with the masses, and can have the ability to pinpoint when something is wrong with almost any individual. They are very good at seeing through emotional manipulation and refuse to put up with it. They value truth and fairness. They can make excellent, amazing judges because it is very difficult to manipulate one of these starseeds. They have a low tolerance for lies and people who lie often, and truly appreciate those who speak the truth and mean what they say. They can't stand being treated unfairly and do not tolerate seeing others dealing with injustice. Because they believe so deeply that all humans should be treated equally and with fairness, it's actually saddening to them when society does the opposite. They love to empower others, so Adromedan starseeds will follow paths that allow them to empower others and gain control over their lives. They naturally have a strong desire to work on healing people, emotional, physical, and psychic pain, and are often inspired to learn healing modalities such as Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, massage, and other holistic pursuits. These starseeds will often be able to uplift others with healing energy, and through the process offer good advice. These starseeds are often approached by strangers seeking their wisdom. This is a compliment, just as a friend or family will seek these starseeds out. Adromedan Starseed personalities. Just as I discussed the differences of Adromedan scientific starseeds playing their role based upon the karma due to the draconian invasion of their planets, these starseeds also have two personality types. One type of these starseeds can have a personality that is in your face with extreme ideas and dressing eccentrically. They are driven to increase acceptance of those that are different and not like everyone else. The other type of these starseeds are much more laid back. They still have this expressive energy, but it comes out in a softer way, allowing them to blend in more easily with the rest of society. These starseeds are more likely to become the teachers or the healers in their lifetimes. What is the biggest struggle for these starseeds? It is that they are very self-critical. They also put up emotional boundaries and refuse to let those they do not trust in. they constantly criticize themselves and don't take themselves serious enough to comprehend how amazing they really are. They actually get so carried away with self-criticism, they begin to assume others view them the same way. So when they realize someone really likes them for who they are amazed, because this lack of self-confidence makes them believe they cannot be understood or accepted, which cannot be more further from the truth. This is due to their excellent communication skills, which is a true strength they hold and allows them to easily make genuine friends. Adromedan Starseeds, as I mentioned earlier, were faced with having to share their genius scientific abilities. While doing so, they developed the cloaking devices and built them and allowed them to be used by the Draconians. Just as these starseeds can cloak their deep lack of self-confidence, I feel, so no one would ever guess how they really feel, hiding their deepest inner fears, insecurities, and self-doubts. I do believe, though, as they mature and gain wisdom with life and what it throws at them, some will reach a level to be honest with themselves and begin to understand it is healthy to be more honest with others and open up to others when they need to, dropping the cloak and stepping into their true authenticity. Are you an Adromedan Starseed? Here is a little questionnaire that might help you determine if you are an Adromedan Starseed. You don't have to answer yes to all the questions, but if you do to more than half, then you could possibly have some Adromedan Starseed lineage in the history of your soul. So on with the questionnaire. And tally up all your yeses and nos and see if you have more yeses or nos at the end of the questionnaire. I hope you enjoyed the little questionnaire, and thank you for watching this video about Adromedan Starseeds. Bye for now, in love and light. Bye.